What's going on, guys? I'm back. I've been pretty busy over the past couple of weeks, but I think it's finally time to get back on my YouTube groove. That being said, the June letter is now out for test travel in the Solo Crown. In this video, I'm going to give you guys all the details about it and give you guys some feedback on what I've been seeing the community respond so far. So without further ado, let's pull over here on the track. And by the way, I did pick up the Gara RS in this beautiful spec here. Take off the roof, put the windows down. Beautiful. But yeah, let's go ahead over to Steam and see what everyone's talking about. So here we are, guys. The Solo Club letter for test drive the Solo Crown in June. Now, obviously, this was a negative letter, and because I kind of want to get all the negative things about that's coming in season 4 for TDUSC. Hopefully, this is the last time we have to really communicate some negative things to you guys. And yeah, anyways, so what's in it? We talk about what's next, optimal topics, season 4 further details, feedback topics, and the dev diary and the community spotlight we discuss in this as well. The first thing I wanted to mention was you guys done about Solo Pass last month. We talked about, you can click on that if you want to learn more. So season 4 is launching in the second half of July, so that's either going to be July 23rd or July 30th. If you had to guess, I'll give you guys the official release date early next month as well. So, and before then is the dev diary, which goes over season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of TDUSC. And yes, we're even thinking about beyond that as well, but the dev diary only really discusses year 2. That being said, moving on, you got a picture of the McLaren here, which, if you guys can see, it looks like its air brake is on. And yeah, that would mean that maybe Active Aero is coming in season 4. Moving on, we also created the NextLevelRacing page, so if you guys want to see more gameplays, trailers, and more related to test drive in the Solo Crown, all of that will be on these following pages, specifically the YouTube account. So I recommend you guys go over to the YouTube to follow that out. So last season, you guys will see the patch notes go before the game, maybe like a day before the patch. The launch article and the launch trailer will come out the day of. The dev diary will be coming out before both of those. And yes, that's basically it. The dev diary will be streamed on YouTube. And we'll be announcing the date pretty soon as well, and the time. So if you guys are interested in co-streaming, you're more than welcome to do that, of course. We might be doing like a media kit, sending some gameplay of season 4 to YouTubers as well, so you guys can show on stream at the end of the event. I'll create like a form and I'll announce that very soon, just to get everyone's emails, so I can send it over to the PR team here at the con, just to get you guys sent over that stuff. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the off-limit topic. Now, my answer is basically like Motorfest. It's a live service game, and the thing is, guys, for test drive the Solo Crown, we only have about like 50 people working on it, and that sounds like a low number, but KT isn't a large developer. It's a AA developer, and the team is, I think it's like 140 people working at KT, something like that. I cannot confirm exactly, but something like that. But it's split between Endurance, Motorsport Series, and TDUSC. We're not gonna shrink the team or anything more than that, as I told you guys, but yeah, so that's what we're working with. Now, TDUSC is a live service game, guys, and again, we understand you guys want offline, but to disassociate it from like all the online functionalities, like the save, the game modes, all of that is gonna take a lot of work. And to be honest with you, that is a lot of developer resources that we can spend adding houses, improving the matchmaking, more missions, etc. Because at the end of the day, we add you offline, and it's the same game. It's going to be the exact same game that we complain about. The only difference is, okay, I don't need an internet to play the bad game, as someone would say. So what's the point? And I say what's the point as in we need to make this a proper TUDNA game. We need to bring more solo features that improve the immersion and improve the fun aspects of the game. That's adding more missions, that's adding houses, that's so many other things you could do to improve that. As I mentioned here, we've already done a little bit of it with the solo mode for races and the delivery contracts, navigation races, but there's so much more we need to do before we even look at that. And this isn't us saying that offline isn't important, but it's us saying that, okay, you know what, bro, we'll look at it at some point for sure. That being said, we go over season 4 for the details. Now, this is where some people met with some criticism, and they told me, yo, Alex, bro, you gotta stop being teasing and, you know, just be straight to the point. And guys, the thing is, bro, for the dev diary, the whole point of the dev diary is, at the same time as marketing, is also like being able to provide assets along with it. I don't want to keep making like, don't get me wrong, I could post a Steam letter once a week all the way up until launch of season 4, give you more details. But we need to market this in terms of like, okay, I worked super hard on year 2 on what we're going to see on year 2. I want to show you guys that year 2 is really the test drive year. Now, of course, the casino is met with some disappointments, and I'll explain to you guys that right now. In the last letter, we explained to you guys how we improved the interior design of the casino to be more realistic. On top of that, you guys are going to see more UI improvements. You're going to see bug fixes, quality of life fixes, all of that. We increased the level cap from 60 to 70, the reputation level that is. There's a clothing store and a car parts store. And Start is going to be reintroduced. We talked about that in the dev diary as well. Now here, if you open this picture and zoom in, you can see there's a word there that says ER room. And the casino is going to be split into 2 updates, at launch and the mid-season update. At launch, you just have these slot machines, which if you win, you gain access to the vehicle. And I'll find another picture. Actually, on this picture you can see it. The jackpot is 77777, so 77,777. The chip to coin ratio is 2-to-1. So basically, for every 2 solar coin is 1 casino chip. So basically, all these are doubled when you transfer it back. Well, that's another thing. You can transfer your money back at launch, and I'll discuss that. And by the way, the jackpot for this is smaller, similar to what it was in Test Drive Limit 2. I saw people saying, yo, this jackpot is so small, it's 10K. 10K is not the jackpot. As I mentioned, the jackpot 77,000, 77. Okay, I'm not gonna keep saying that. But there is another button above this, which is the chance spin, which is where you win the car. Now in Test Drive Limit 2, you had quite a few different slot machines, but the main 2 was the Audi R8 slot machine, and you also had the slot machine that was used for called High Life, where your jackpot was 1 million. So because the vehicle is a reward in this first slot machine, it's going to have a lower jackpot and cash outs, which is fair. The second slot machine that we bring mid-season is going to be like High Life, where it's literally meant for quick millions like that. And obviously, I'm not saying you're gonna roll a jackpot every run, but you are given a chance when you play that slot machine mid-season to get quite a lot of money from it. So that being said, you do have a contrast exactly like you did in TDU2 between a low paying and a vehicle giving a slot machine to a high paying and no vehicle giving slot machine. And that makes sense. That's how we did it before, so that's how we're doing it now. So for that one, I can't really say that there is any complaints, and I should have added that in the letter to be for you guys. I think I should be more open per se, and rest assured, I'm taking your guys' feedback. I think I'll start doing more open per se, and less of the teasing and saving up for the dev diary. But the thing is, after the dev diary launches, I will be a lot more free for the next seasons, because it's basically how I wanted to structure the marketing up until the dev diary, but I'll change it a bit based on you guys' feedback anyways. So here you got a Regera. Swing is up while it's parked. You can't do that right now in the current public build of TDUSC. That means, well, possibly active aero or aero improvements. So another thing I forgot to mention, due to ratings and gambling, the casino will not be available in every country. We'll have a confirmed list to you guys soon. There are some things that people say that this is because we added diamonds, which is a new microtransaction currency. I can confirm to you that has zero influence on this reasoning. Zero. And that's confirmed by our legal department. And yeah, so things like Germany and Belgium, I think I saw someone say on Reddit, won't be able to play the casino. That is not true. If you are in Belgium and Germany, you will be able to play in the casino at the launch of season 4. But we'll have to confirm this. As I said, the next thing is you cannot cash back at the casino at launch. This is a big one because it begs the question, what is the point of the casino? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro, if I'm gambling away money, of course I want to cash it out. Why would I not? If I win a jackpot, and luckily enough the high life slot machine isn't here at launch, but if it was, if I won 5 jackpots and I'm cashing and I want to buy a car, I can't. Now this means when we do bring it, I can't wait for people to cash the hell out of the casino, because we'll be probably stocked in money with chips when it comes. But that being said, especially when poker arrives, and I think I did tease poker, but we also mentioned poker is coming mid-season. It looks pretty nice. We'll have gameplay of it in the dev diary as well. Yeah. It will come in a later update. It's either the mid-season patch in season 4 or season 5. I'm really gonna hope to aim for the season 4 mid-season patch, because when we play poker, yes, of course I want to cash out my poker earnings. It makes no sense, guys. It's a casino. You have to be able to cash back. And it's an unfortunate thing that happened, guys, that we can't have it at launch, but we have to make sure it comes as soon as possible. But yeah, seriously, guys, I do feel you, and it is disappointing to have this season launch like that, especially with not the full content of the casino coming at launch. But hopefully this is the last negative, per se, of Test Drive of the Missile Crown. I think for season 3, we definitely were on a positive note. Season 4, it's a little bit messy, but I think, especially from everything that I would say I worked hard on for year 2 onwards, I think you guys will enjoy it quite nicely. Moving on, we got the Solar Pass. So we redesigned the Solar Pass, so you get 3 vehicles now. It's also the first season, and there's another teased car here. This is in the Solar Pass, by the way. I think, as I mentioned to you guys, you guys want me to be more open, per se, and that definitely means that in the dev diary you're going to have repeated topics. That's why I didn't want to give you guys everything as well. I don't want you guys to give you everything, then you watch the dev diary and you're like, oh, we already know this. Why am I watching this? We already know this. We're already watching this. You know what I mean? So I didn't really want it to just be repeated topics throughout the whole launch. And I think the other reason is that because we're getting more consistent marketing, it's like you know, like, oh, okay, well, now there's more information, they're more active, per se, so they're not going to tell us everything, essentially, which is basically what another aspect to look at it, I'd say, is. So the Solar Pass, how it works now, at level 50, all players unlock the signature vehicle this season. There's still a free Solar Pass, so free tiers, then you have the paid tiers. Level 1, if you buy the Solar Pass, you unlock a car immediately. Before, in the last season, it was you got the level 50 car immediately. They removed that because it didn't make any sense. Level 15, you grab another vehicle, and if you buy the VIP Solar Pass, you get this one immediately as well. And at level 50, like everyone else, you get the signature vehicle of the season. We improved the progression by 30% because it was way too long in season 3. Could tell you guys didn't like it. Now we introduced a brand new currency called diamonds. This is where things get a little bit rocky from the community aspects of things. So the first thing I want to mention is that diamonds can be purchased in game through various packs. It's like Valorant, or I think the crew does it as well. You know, you guys know how it works. You buy packs and you use it to spend in game. I will mention you cannot, and you will never, especially for as long as I work here, bro, you will never be able to buy solar coins with this. Never, bro. That will never happen. Like, swear on my life. So that being said, Solar Pass costs 600 diamonds, and here's where things get a little bit iffy as well. Our starter pack gives you 500 plus 100 bonus diamonds. And this offer is only available for season 4. Now, what this means is that if you were to buy the Solar Pass, you just need to spend $5 this one time. It means the season after, when it's just 500 diamonds, it means you need to buy 2, basically spending $10, because Solar Pass is 600 diamonds, not 500 diamonds. This is obviously seen in the community, especially for games like this. It's not seen as a positive thing to do, because you're always left with stuff left over. Now, this would also mean that at some points we would have means for you guys to buy other things in the game, such as maybe DLC cars or other things. So it's not just, okay, you're left over with money and you have nothing else to do with it. At some point we'll be able to have the ability to buy DLC cars maybe and stuff like that. But at the moment, it's literally just a Solar Pass. Regardless, if you just want to buy the Solar Pass and not have to worry buy anything else, like if you already have all the DLC cars, it's all the Solar Pass cars, and there's nothing for you, it means you need to spend $10 every time, and you need to keep spending that every single time. Now, here's the thing, and we are currently in talks looking for a solution based on everyone's feedback, and I mentioned this many times before. I knew you guys were gonna like this. So that being said, how we can do this, there's 2 ways. Either we permanently make this 600 diamonds, so if you just want a Solar Pass, you don't have to have the money left over and you keep just spending $5. Or in the game, maybe say through activity, you know, like you log in once a week, you get X amount of diamonds, so at the end of the season you don't need to keep buying an additional one. It means you just buy your $5 every season, and that's it, because the money, the diamonds you earn for free throughout the season means that you now earn 600 diamonds to be able to buy it. That's or we just offer diamonds in this little pass, so when you complete it, you don't need to spend your extra money, you just spend your $5 and you're good to go. So those are just a couple of ways of how we can improve it, and trust me guys, we are working on improvements based on the feedback, and hopefully I'll be able to update you guys in another letter later on. That's another important one. You could also skip ahead with individual tiers. If you have the silver edition or the gold edition that you bought, you can either claim your free solar pass, or you can claim your free VIP solar pass with a 20 level skip. By the way, you don't need to use this now. You can use it for any season now or in the future. It's totally up to you, whenever you want. Got another car tease here. I saw the Jameer. I saw someone mention that. No, it's not. Feedback topics. So as I said just a couple of seconds ago, we know you guys want to be able to buy DLC, our solar pass cars, DLCs. We're looking at a way on how to allow this, possibly tie in with how diamonds work, and we'll update you guys again in a later letter as well. It won't be season 4, that's for sure, but maybe in season 5, or yeah, maybe season 5 we can look into that for sure. And again, I'll communicate that to you guys as soon as possible. Next is the dev diary. So let's see what I discuss here. So I was pretty busy, as I mentioned 2 weeks ago. I was in Katy Paris to record the dev diary. You guys can see here's me and Alon discussing the retrospective. So we discussed what happened in year 1 already. So it's our biggest asset. We recorded on some really nice cameras, so you guys get some nice depth of view there. You learn about each major feature that's coming in year 2, as well as some important topics. So like, you know, cross region is a big one, cross play is a big one, the offline mode topic is a big one, but we kind of went over offline here. So I wanted to go over offline now, and this is a very short version of me saying what I just said in here in the dev diary, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a lot of information in terms of the negative side of TDUSC in this letter, just so when we get closer to the launch, you guys will see what we're actually working on for year 2. So yeah, here's the UI designer Thibaut, that you're gonna meet him in the dev diary as well. He goes over a feature in season 4 that we added. So you are gonna expect more contracts, so missions. You're gonna see a few of those. Housing, improvements on matchmaking, more Asian vehicles, and we have at least 5 new licensed brands. And I mentioned to pay attention in the background of the dev diary, because we have some teases of those brands as well. And like some of them are go from like just seeing the logo to some of them seeing the actual car, or some of them are even mentioned by word in the dev diary what they are. This is Italian. Some previous TDU car manufacturers are back. Well, maybe watch out for tweets, but I'm pretty sure you can put 2 and 2 together. They make a really nice noise. You know, I'm not going to mention what it is in my video, because that's a bit unfair. I'm not going to use my YouTube channel to market TDUSC per se. So outside of vehicle licensing, you also have some prize collaborations with some brands you expect to see in year 2. Shout out to our licensing team. We also mentioned the technical improvements coming in season 5 with the KT engine. Speaking of season 4, PlayStation players, you do have some improvements coming with the stuttering. Season 4 is going to be improved. Season 5 is going to be improved further, along with the graphics. And I'll mention that in the... I'll probably make a tweet, I think. I'll mention it soon, though. But I can confirm season 4, you guys will be seeing some improvements. I should have honestly added in this letter as well. I think because, you know, based on everyone's feedback already, you guys want to hear more solid information. I might do a letter for the next every week up until the launch of season 4. I'll see what I can do. I'll look into it, just so I can give you guys more information, more solid information leading up to it. So yeah, the KT engine, we improved the time cycle, weather, shaders, shadows, lighting improvements, and much more. And yeah, you're gonna meet Edward and Fabian to discuss the KT engine upgrades. So moving on, the diary is like, I think it's going to be like 40 minutes to an hour long, roughly, guys. It's again, it goes over year 1 in retrospective, then season 4, then year 2, then like important topics, then season 6, because season 6 is going to be very special. It's where we're going to involve the community in the development of season 6. So I've already kind of teased that before, but we're going to go into more detail on that in the dev diary on how it works. It's going to be streamed again on Twitch and YouTube, so recommend you guys check that out. And then we have Leon GHK and Idris here with the Regera and the Audi e-tron GT for the community spotlight. So that's the June letter, guys. I know it was disappointing to a lot of you guys, and you know, I'm taking back your feedback in terms of being more open per se. I know it's been negative. I know I teased the Div Diary a lot more, but I'll work on that. And I think that's the best thing to do here. You don't just sit back and say, okay, no, we're wrong. You take your feedback, you understand the community, and you move forward on it. That's literally how you're supposed to take feedback from the community. So rest assured, I'll listen to you guys on that, and I'll see what I can do in terms of improving the openness. And for sure, it's going to happen a lot more fluidity after the Div Diary, because you guys will know everything, and I can literally say everything for everything. Guys, I'm not going to reveal the roadmap on Reddit in reply to another person. Bro, it just doesn't make any sense. There has to be some aspect to marketing as much as you need to have the community. So again, tomorrow's video, I'm going to show you guys and discuss with you guys year 2 a bit and how I helped curate year 2. We've improved the economy. I've added the economy onto our discussions. The ranked vehicle distribution, we've improved that tenfold, to be fair with you. And the year 2 was something that I had a huge shout out to Nakon KT, something I was able to literally choose from a list of features. And one of the features I actually created in my head, there were 2 seasons I kind of created per se from scratch in terms of how we can tackle that. So season 6 is when we involve you guys in the community, you know, the community in the development of what content you can see in that season. We'll mention that in the Div Diary. And season 7, of course, we improved matchmaking, but I had an idea on how we can do that in a really fun way. And KT even went a little bit higher in terms of how they evolved what idea I had to be a little bit better than that as well. Houses, I have to tell you guys, we're not going to slack on houses. It's going to be, and you'll learn this in the Div Diary, it's going to be really interesting in terms of how much we've improved from TDU2 to TDUSC. Season 5, you guys are going to see missions return, some new missions return, and of course, the KT engine upgrade. Really excited. And the mission in season 5, by the way, we've also gone really in depth with. I think in terms of the developments of TDU, in terms of polishing what we're working on, hopefully year 2, season 5 and onwards, you guys get to see that. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the video, and I do apologize. I know this was a bit of a negative letter. There wasn't really much. I want to get all the negative things out now rather than later. So there really is a lot of passion going on behind the scenes at KT, guys, and especially on the con as well. We do care about test drive, and although this is a bit of a negative outlook, trust me, we are still full of passion, and this really is going to be a really special project coming over the next year 2 seasons, and you'll learn all about that with factual gameplay evidence and assets and work in progress pictures in the upcoming season 4 year 2 Div Diary. And comment down below your thoughts. I'll try to answer all of you guys if I can. And yeah, I'm Alex7. I'll see you guys in the video. Thanks so much, guys, for your support. I'm out, guys. Peace.